From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on demand for March 8th. I'm Mike Ludlow. The Western Collegiate Hockey Association playoffs, where crazy hockey awaits. And that certainly was the case at the Barrie Event Center on Friday as NMU opened up its best-of-3 series against the Alaska Nanooks. We'll start with this one in period number 1. For Alaska, Chad Staley to Tyler Klein. That one gets past Ate Tolvanen and a lead for the visitors. Second period now, Griffin Logren to Joseph Nardi. He slides in safely and the puck goes into the net as well. But Vincent DeMay would put the Wildcats in business from Connor Franti's shot, and NMU's in good shape. However, Alaska would go on to take a 4-2 lead. Chase Ellingson, 2-on-1, roofs it. Cats have to catch up from here. On the power play, with under 4 minutes to go, Joseph Nardi to Logren, he scores. That gets the Wildcats within 1. Then they pull Ate Tolvanen, and with under 20 seconds to go, Phil Ballou, Adam Rockwood puts it in, and that would tie the game at 1946. NMU goes on to win in double overtime, 5-4. Joseph Nardi had his second of the night from Logren and Ballou at 10:30 of the second overtime. So 7 o'clock for game 2 on Saturday. Michigan Tech had a 2-0 lead on Bowling Green thanks to goals by Raymond Bryce of Houghton and Alec Bretzman. However, Bowling Green came back and won 3-2. Also in game 1, Lake Superior State doubles up Bemidji State 4-2, and it was Minnesota State hanging on and holding off Alabama Huntsville 3-1. The number 5 Houghton Gremlins in high school hockey in the Division III semifinal against Riverview Gabriel Richard. Seth Francois, with some French pastry in front, puts Houghton on the board at 2:58. Gabriel Richard had a 5-on-3 power play later in the period, and they would get close, but Jimmy Piedela says, thank you for sliding wide. Then at the 9:48 mark, Nico Ryla puts one in. Houghton led 2-0 after 1. The floodgates would open in the second period. Number 3, Kevin Bostwick on the power play will deflect this one off a Pioneer player and into the net. So it was 3-0 thanks to number 3. Then Tucker Tappany slaloms around a couple of defenders. That was just 50 seconds later at 5:17, making it 4-0 Houghton. After a 5-minute pause, Gremlins were back at it. Brad Gauthier stretches, wrists, top shelf, and the Gremlins lead by 5. Stick the landing, Brad. Power play goals by Brendan Erickson and P.J. Donnelly made it 7. Ji-Sung Choi, 1:37 into the third period, makes it 8-0. They win by the mercy rule. Gremlins will take on Detroit Country Day Saturday at 2 o'clock in the final. Country Day edged East Grand Rapids 3-1 in the other semi. To girls hoops, district finals, Division 1. Traverse City West in the green, Marquette right there. First quarter action, Aspen Michelin to Sophie Bartlett, back the Michelin off the window and good, and Marquette's off to a good start. At the other end, Becca Bohr to Tacey Luz, and she hits the triple for the Titans. Marquette not slowing down a bit. Michelin, Bartlett, Madison Carter, she had a dozen, and it wasn't going to take long for this one to get out of hand. Maria Mulatto with the hoop, and Marquette wins this one easily, 62-24. 5 districts in a row for the Redettes. They take on Midland Dow on Monday. Division 2, Menominee at Gladstone. And we will start in the first quarter here. Braves get it inside to Megan Crow, who draws a lot of traffic, so she passes to Elena Trudeau. That's good for 3, tied at 7. The Maroons start a run, though. Emma Anderson, part of 5 unanswered for the Maroons. They lead 12-7. To the second quarter, Tori Zize, Aubriana Servant. Gladstone still down 7, 23-16. Aaron Barrett to Anderson. Menominee's up by 8. They go on to win 61-42. Menominee will face Kingsley in the regional semifinal at Gaylord on Monday. To Division 3. a very good ball game between Westwood and Gwynn. Late third quarter, Gwynn, Marissa Delmont drives. Tiana Taylor is going to have a little trouble with the handle, so she flips it out to Mallory Delmont for 3. And Mallory, the Finlandia University recruit, brings her club within 45-41. Then Trisha McGuire, the bucket and foul. She had 17. Gwynn trails just 45-44 starting the fourth. Westwood gets a unusual scoop and score from Carly Patron. She had 15. Patriots up 3. Marissa Delmont drives with determination and puts it in. 49-48, Patriots still up 1. Maddie Koski spots Tessa Lees. She hits the layup. She led all scores with 20. And the Patriots earned the district title 58-51. So the number 1 team in the large school UP poll moves to the regional. How about their opponent, West Iron County or Calumet? And Anna Malmquist, Eden Gallagher, 2 of her 23. And Whitecon's off to a good start. Lizzie Torla counters for the Copper Kings. They're within 1. Colby Latourie lobs it in nicely to make it 8-2 Whitecons. And Anna Malmquist will get the ball. Nice floater on the baseline. She had 8. Whitecons up 8. And then Emily Nelson will put in a bucket. She had 12. West Iron County wins 55-41, so it's number 1 Westwood, number 2 West Iron County in the D3 regional semifinal Monday at Escanaba. To Division 4, Baraga at Chassell. A quick layup by Reed Osterman. Vikings lead 25-14 third quarter to the fourth. Marley Pietala from Jenna Pietala. 25-16, Baraga still ahead. Allison Durant, Martina Joffitson knocks down the shot. And then Riley Koskinen will get room and puts that one in. Baraga's up by 10 at 30-20. Panthers not done. Layla Raudiola the steal, and she will put in the layup. Moments later, Hietala will score to cut the deficit to 4, but that's where the comeback would end. Baraga wins this district title 32-28. How about Baraga's next opponent in Kingsford? Well, let's find out. It's either Mid-Peninsula or Munising. And the Mustangs would have a pretty good start in this contest held at Rapid River. Michaela Warner, crowded, no big deal. Munising, an 11-0 start. Wolverines would answer. Kennedy Anglin has had a pretty good second half of the season. In fact, a pretty good season all the way around. Mid-Penn within 7 through the second quarter. Off the miss, Taylor Downs gets the friendly bounce. Mustangs up 23-12. And Munising with a solid victory. Michaela Warner with 30. And the Mustangs win 67-35. So it's Baraga and Munising in the first semifinal Monday at Kingsford. Semifinal number 2 will be between Ewan-Trail Creek and Stevenson. The Panthers defeated Jeffers by 10. The Eagles over North Central by a 57-50 count. Over in the Eastern UP, Newberry ekes out a 1-point win over Brimley, 34-33. How about St. Ignace, the number 1 team in the small school poll in the Upper Peninsula, still undefeated, taking on Pickford, and that's Madison Olson with this basket here for the Saints. Then Tessa Shepard will get the layup. Great bounce passes all over the place by St. Ignace. Then Emily Covio ended up with 23 points and 12 rebounds. She takes charge in the middle. And St. Ignace goes on to win 84-41. St. Ignace will face Hillman in Pellston on Monday, while Newberry gets Mackinac City. All kinds of information. Pretend that says women's on top. The All-Gliac women's basketball team and players and coaches were honored on Friday. Grand Valley's Cassidy Bench, the player of the year. Michigan Tech's Ellie McKay is the freshman of the year. And GV's Mike Williams is the coach of the year. 3 UP players on the first team. Northern's Darby Youngstrom, Tech's Abby Botts, and Lexi Smith of the Wildcats. On the second team, Tech's Elizabeth Kelleher, Northern's Jessica Schultz, and the Huskies' Cassidy Trotter. Schultz and NMU Sydney Dillinger are on the defensive team. For the men, Dylan Hudson Emery of Davenport is the player of the year. Burt Paddock of the Panthers is the Coach of the Year, and Jacavian Lewis of Northwood is the Freshman of the Year. On the first team, Malik Adams of Lake Superior State. Well, of course, Nava Eccles and Isaiah Johnson from the Wildcats are on the first team. For the second team, Dawson Bilski of Michigan Tech and North Central, and Raj Stein of Lake Superior State. Both Wildcats, Miles Howard and Sam Taylor, are on the defensive team. Now, the GLIAC semifinals are set for Saturday on the women's side. That takes place at Grand Valley. NMU against Grand Valley at 2 o'clock, followed by Michigan Tech and Ashland at 4:30. On the men's side, NMU and Davenport meet at 5:30, with Grand Valley and Wisconsin Parkside on the floor at 5:30, 3 o'clock and 5:30 for the men. 2 NMU skiers added second-team All-American honors at the National Championships in Stowe, Vermont. Ian Torchia and Zach Ketterson were 6th and 7th, respectively, in the 20-kilometer classic. Also in skiing out in New Hampshire, a couple of Marquette High School students are taking part in the Eastern High School Championships. In fact, Aaron Gerzalak won the boys' slalom. And on the girls' side, Ainsley Kirk was 5th in the slalom, and J.C. Johnson was 14th. A note of running, the 35th annual slip sliding race, which is set for Sunday at Escanaba. Well, they're going to push that back to March 17th. It still will start at 2 o'clock, and it is a 5-mile race. They don't really want to run in the slush and other heavy snow, wet snow they're going to get on Sunday. In the NBA, the Pistons had 27 points from Blake Griffin, defeating Chicago 112-104. And on Saturday night, just in case you're bored, how about the University of Michigan men's basketball team visiting Michigan State on senior night?